Hey guys, it's Doom49 and I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks for the vehicles coming to the latest DLC, They Shall Not Pass. Now in this DLC it's focused on some serious tank warfare and we're going to be looking at the field, gas, and standoff assault tanks. The first tank we're going to be looking at is the field assault tank, which has a total of 5 seats, all of which have HMG guns except for the main driver's seat, which has a 75mm HE low velocity round. Looking at its arsenal, aside from its main round, it's got a shotgun round to take out infantry around him, a quick repair, and also its key ability, which is the pigeon carrier artillery. Now this should only be used in desperate situations, especially when you're playing some of the new game modes or when the enemy is playing huddled up around a flag or around an MCOM. It can definitely wipe out an entire squad and all other enemies nearby. Now this is a last resort type of thing. It doesn't allow you to move or do anything else until that artillery barrage has completely gone. Another thing to keep in mind is that it can also do damage to your own vehicle. This is why it's a last resort, but man, is it one powerful thing to use. Because of the way the tank's designed, you can actually have a support class sitting on top of the tank, using it as cover, mounting up their gun to take out enemies, and also be able to repair you as you're driving. So keep that in mind when you're squatting up with teammates. Now looking at the second tank variant, the gas assault tank, this is definitely suited for close range combat and can actually take a few more blows because if you notice, the tracks are now covered up. So it takes a bit more before it's going to be disabled. It's got the similar amount of seats and has the same amount of cannons on it, except the difference is it has a 75mm gas cannon. Although it's great for close quarter combat because of course its fourth ability is to drop gas and it can repair itself, it's got an airburst cannon as well, so you could lob your shots in on the enemy using this tank and just gas them out or airburst them out. But it's mainly great for doing that push that you need to take over an objective and push the enemy out of that objective. The third variant is the Standoff assault tank. Now this is more of a support tank and only holds 4 seats, each of which has an HMG gun, except the main driver's seat also has a 75mm HE cannon. It's also got a smoke screen in case it gets into trouble. It can just pop that smoke screen and back on off. Its spotting searchlight is one very powerful tool to use because it works wonders on maps with high places like Soissons. Just climb up top there and turn on your spotting searchlight and you can scan across the entire map and everybody is spotted for your entire team. A good tip to know is that you can also spot enemies while you are repairing. Now the beauty of this spotting searchlight is that it is so powerful that it can actually blind enemies. So if you find yourself that an enemy gets close to you, you can just turn it on and blind them completely and have your teammates take them out. Now the final tank we're going to be looking at is the Char C2 behemoth tank that's going to be coming to the DLC. Of course this can only spawn if you're on the losing team, but it's got a total of 5 seats, 3 of which have an HMG gun on the sides and on the front, whereas the driver's seat has one very powerful cannon that can take out tanks in 2 hits. The first one will instantly disable it and the second one will wipe it out. And it can also do damage to infantry because of its large splash radius, which will kill them instantly. Now the back seat has a very powerful cannon that can take out any infantry coming up. Also, because this tank is so massive, it can actually go into areas of water and use that as cover if needed. However, the side guns will not be able to shoot because now they'll be submerged underwater. Other tanks cannot even go into the water. Now because this tank is so massive, it is not easy to turn. You literally have to be standing still and hold your turning keys and pivot on point in order to turn. Otherwise, you are going to have a lot of trouble trying to turn. That sums it up for all the tips and tricks I've got for the new tanks coming to the latest DLC, They Shall Not Pass. And if you guys enjoyed this video, click that like button down below and click that subscribe button for more great content, and I will catch you guys later.